Welcome home to Big Apple Mountain Tarot. I'm Mike Rusnack.
I'm Everest Hall. Gemini, this is your 2025 astrological forecast. This is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. Hey there.
Hi, Gemini, and let's talk about personal planets first.
Yeah, we're going to get real personal with you right off the bat.
Get out your pen and a piece of paper and write these dates down. All right, for Mercury, your planet,
Yes.
Mercury will go retrograde March 15th through April 17th in the sign of Aries. After which, Mercury will just zoom through your sign. It will be at the fastest point of any planet this year, so don't even blink.
Don't.
From May 26th through June 8th, Mercury moves through Gemini. So your planet will be with you. Then July 18th through August 11th, Mercury goes retrograde again in the sign of Leo. Then November 9th through November 29th, it goes retrograde in Sagittarius and ends in Scorpio. So these three retrogrades occur in fire signs, right?
Right.
So
very interesting.
During this time, think, what am I passionate about?
Right.
How am I using my words?
How am I inspiring
How are
the
my
neighborhood?
passions using me?
Correct.
But get ahead of it.
Get ahead of it. So you're going to have a lot of mercurial power in a reflective, retrospective way this year. Now, we know that you've been probably feeling a little fatigued, a little worn out, a little disillusioned with reality. It's all going to clear up, and we're going to tell you why you've been feeling that way.
And we'll tell you when it will clear up, too. Hint, it's at the end of the year.
It's at the end of the year.
But Neptune, speaking of mercurial and fog, Neptune has been in the sign of Pisces squaring to Gemini for the past 13 years. So that's a long time to feel fog and confusion. Saturn has been moving through Pisces for the past year and a half with one more year to go. Now, Saturn in Pisces has been squaring Gemini, urging you to find some structure and build something lasting in the midst of all this confusion.
In the midst of this confusion, this fatigue, this disillusion, we also have this need for structure and order. So perhaps you've been feeling like, why can't I get anything done?
Like you keep breaking down, but you will break through. If you keep breaking down, you'll
break.
get there.
You'll break through. So even though it feels like you're running through mud, it's clearing up. And Saturn's here to help you get structure. This fog and confusion is helping you slow down a bit and realize the larger priorities.
Yeah. Mostly, for the most part, and for most of you, it's going to be a relatively quiet year.
Quiet.
Knock on wood.
Opportunities coming in.
It will start off jumpy, but the second half of the year is going to get better. The new moon on the 27th of May at the start of Gemini looks relatively low-key.
Yeah, it's really calm.
Relatively low.
Relatively.
The full moon on the 20th of December at the end of the year happens at the end of Gemini. And this moon will be squaring to Saturn and Neptune.
So,
impacting the end of Gemini. Urging you to clean up, to clear up, to streamline, to restructure. Right?
So squares, if you imagine a bird in flight, squares are that air, the air resistance that helps us fly. It seems difficult and challenging, but it's actually kind of a beneficial restructuring type energy.
Seems like a drag, but hey, at least we're living.
At least we're doing something. So the full moon is, it's got issues. The moon is square Saturn and Neptune. The moon is our emotions. It's also how we feel about society, perhaps socially. There might be issues with, who are you in the world and what's going on with everything and trying to clean out this fog.
Right. For you guys born from the 18th through the 20th of June, Neptune is still squaring at the start of 2025.
Yeah.
Neptune's still squaring you. By March and April, it will move to square those born after, on the 20th and 21st of June.
Yeah.
For the rest of 2025. But that moon, that full moon, with the square to Neptune and Saturn, it's like the final conclusion of the last 2 to 3 years of frustration. And it will conclude. All right. By the end of 2025, all will be clear from the influence of Saturn and Neptune. Isn't that great?
Isn't that great news? So you should be feeling a lot more energy. You should feel a lot more clarity in how you see the world and what your place is in the world. The structures of the society and our neighborhood and the interactions with different people, it'll kind of feel a lot more substantial and simplified.
Yeah, but that conjunction, this Saturn-Neptune conjunction, it's the story of 2025.
Yeah.
And those born from the 16th to the 21st of June, especially the 20th and the 21st of June, you guys must feel very tired because this energy is hitting you acutely.
Yeah.
Right?
If you're feeling exhausted, there's a reason why.
Yeah. Gemini's born at 20th to the 22nd of May. You guys are the most fortunate, though, because Neptune and Saturn are both sextiling your sun from May to August. So you guys are okay.
Not just okay, it's a sextile energy.
Yeah.
It's super beneficial. You've got Neptune giving you inspiration, less fog and confusion and more inspiration and more dreaminess. And Saturn giving you less hard restrictions and more structural support.
Helping you build those baby steps.
Yeah.
Build those baby steps, and those baby steps will make a mountain.
Yes. Now also
Pluto will be trining to you guys also.
That's your subconscious giving you mental stamina and resilience. It's working on your deep subconsciousness.
Yeah, helping you throw stuff over either shoulder. Just like, whatever. Okay. All right, that's dark, but I'll
water off a
going.
duck's back.
Yes. Uranus. All right. Uranus is in Gemini from 7th of June and then retrogrades on the 8th of November.
Yeah.
Retrogrades out. So this is bringing great surprises. It's the higher octave of Mercury.
Right.
Yeah. Wildest dreams.
Surprise pulses of inspiration, eccentric attitudes, something weird and fun coming up. Uranus can be a bit of a pain in the butt, can cause a little bit of chaos.
Well, it's a curveball, but it also brings in those eureka moments.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I never even thought like that.
It's like it's an attitude about Uranus.
Okay. Jupiter is in Gemini until June 6th. So for the first 5.5 months, just beware of cheap talk, cheap words, a lot of promises.
A lot of hot air.
Don't tell me, show me. Right?
Are people promising you a lot of stuff? Is there a lot of Jupiter is a gas giant. He's really big and kind of promises a lot, but sometimes doesn't really come through.
He's a fun drunk cousin. He's Gary Busey in Silver Bullet.
He's totally Gary Busey in Silver Bullet.
After June 6th, though, Jupiter moves into Cancer and the pressure is off. There will be more opportunities. Realistic speaking.
Yes.
Though. Yeah. But second half of the year, easier. By the end of 2025, it eases for us. Look at those personal planet dates, those Mercury dates, those retrogrades, box them off. Think about that.
It's a very beneficial year. It is going to require you to be a little reflective on what's been happening over the past, let's give it 3 years or so. Your energy levels are going to come up.
You're closing a cycle.
It's a close of a cycle.
You're processing something. You're moving on to greater things, though. The future.
And we can't wait for you to tell us all about it because we love those Geminis so much.
Yes, we do. We love you very much.
We love you very much.
And thank you.
Thank you for your likes and comments. If you are interested in a reading from either Mike and Everest, there's only one of us. So please contact us. We'd love to do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.